What I think is fascinating about now going forward, and partly because of some of the challenges, is there is an opportunity to reimagine what a planning degree or what the skill mix is that we want in a planner. We need people who are critical thinkers. We need people who are comfortable with data, that are creative, pragmatic. It's an interesting combination. It's that part science, part art. And people often talk about, we're doing digital or we're doing data, and they forget the art or the humanities part of it rather than just the science. So for me, we're about to embark on an era where creativity in our planners and in the planning system is potentially about to be unlocked.
What got me really interested in planning was when I was at university, and I think I heard someone describe planning as the ultimate social science. Because with planning, you get to be involved in the historic environment, you get to be involved in the natural environment, you're doing historic buildings, you're doing politics, you're doing health, you're doing economics. It really encompassed everything that I really enjoyed about geography, but at a more detailed level, that you didn't have to specialise in anything, and you really got to do all of them.
There's almost a Pandora's box moment where if you can imagine it, it could be. You hear that thing, if I can think it, I can make it. Imagine you build a three-dimensional model of Scotland, so a digital twin of Scotland. Imagine you then go, okay, where do I need to put new housing to meet demand? Okay, what's that going to mean for how many health centres are needed or how many schools? What's the tipping point at which that infrastructure needs to be put in place before rather than after? Where do I need to ensure that there are public transport links? Because we know that we've got lots of people that work in one area but live somewhere else. So I need to make those key corridors work as effectively as possible for non-car based transport if you're going down a carbon neutral route. That idea seems slightly fanciful, that you're going to have this big sort of gamified way of doing it. It's possible today, but it's only going to be possible where lots of different parties come together, share their data, share expertise, share thinking.
I think to be a planner, you need to be a creative thinker. You want to come up with creative solutions to so many different problems. But I think maybe the most important skill you need to have as a planner is understanding people, because everything you do as a planner will impact on people. I can see the digital transformation work allowing for a more creative, more inclusive and more data-driven planning system. I've been involved in the process from the start, and I can really see the benefits it can bring to the profession. The first thing I would tell anyone that's looking to get into planning would be that it's not just about approving applications for conservatories or dormer windows. It's a lot more than that. It's about trying to work out why a place is successful and try and replicate that elsewhere. And that really means going out to understand what makes a place work.
For me, Scotland's unique benefit or opportunity here is we have 34 bodies, a national government, a couple of other agencies. It's a relatively small group of people to get in a room to agree to do these things. And they're already agreeing. I think what's been really nice is in this process, young planners have been involved and they're really enthusiastic. They see the benefits because they're digitally native. And it's really about bringing people together who've got that passion and allowing them to present those opportunities.
I think it's important that Scotland delivers a world-class planning system, because planning initially had its roots in public health. And I think if we go through with this, it can take us back to those roots. It can focus on people's health, well-being, where we work, where we live, where we play. For anyone that was considering a career in planning at this time, I would say, go look at maps, go explore areas, go out, just do things. And if it's, if places speak to you, then planning is for you.